This is Honors Geometry Lesson 1.7, Perimeter, Circumference, and Area. Just a review of what perimeter means. Perimeter is the distance around a figure, where circumference is the distance around a circle. We're talking area. Area is the amount of surface covered by a figure. In the perimeter and circumference, we're going to be measuring in units of length. They're linear units such as meters, feet, inches, etc. When we're measuring area, we're talking about square units, square feet, square inches, square meters. And just a quick review of what our formulas are. You're probably familiar with these, and you don't have to memorize them. We'll always give you a formula sheet. Let's go ahead and practice a few. The directions ask to find the perimeter and area of the shaded figure. So we'll start with our rectangle. We know that the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Doesn't matter which one you call the length and which one you call the width. I'm just going to call 18 my length, and my width I'll call 8. So that looks like 36 plus 16, or 52, and that's feet, and that would be our perimeter is 52 feet. For the area of the rectangle, it's length times width, or you can call it base times height. So it's 18 times 8. Let me grab a calculator. 18 times 8 is 144. And again, in area, it's going to be square units, so we're going to call that square feet. All right, let's try the square. Just make some room here. For the square, the perimeter, as a shortcut, you can just say 4 times the length of the side. So we would say 4 times 15, or 60, and the units we're talking on that one is inches. For the area of a square, it's just side squared, just 15 times 15, or we would have 225. And we would know that square inches. All right, last one, let's try triangle. I'm going to choose this one because this one sometimes gives people problems. So we're going to start with the perimeter. They just say A plus B plus C. In other words, add the 3 sides together. Be careful, we just want the sides of the triangle. We don't want any of this extra information here. That's got nothing to do with our triangle. So we're going to say 9 plus 10 plus 17. Of course, order doesn't matter. So that's 19 plus 17. Looks like our perimeter is 36. In this case, it's centimeters. Area of a triangle. A triangle is really half of a rectangle or half of a parallelogram. So it's 1/2 base times height, or length times width if you want to, or base times height. So our base in this case is 9. That's 6 we don't need. It's got nothing to do with our triangle. So our base is 9. Height has to be perpendicular height. So that 8 is our height because they're showing us that right angle symbol. So we know our height is 8. So we take 1/2 of 9 times 8. And it looks like we have 36, and that's going to be square inches. Let's try the same thing with circles. So our circumference is 2 times the radius times pi, or if they give you the diameter, you just multiply it times pi. Our area is pi r squared. So if they give us the diameter, we do have to cut that in half. Let's go ahead and do the spaghetti. So our circumference is the diameter, which is 27 times pi. And normally I use the pi key. It's a little more accurate. It's a little bit easier. But on Schoology, when you do the review, go ahead and use 3.14. That way it guarantees we all get the same answer. So I'm just going to say 27 pi with the pi key in my calculator. And I get about 84.8. And it says round to the nearest tenth, so they want 1 decimal place, so that's going to be centimeters. If I do area, They give me the diameter is 27. I do need the radius in this case. So I'm going to cut 27 in half. It looks like I have 13.5 for my radius. I'm going to square it, multiply it times pi. So 13.5 squared times pi. Looks like my answer is going to be about 572.6. In this case, that's square centimeters, okay? You do need the radius for that one. Let's try a couple backwards ones and then we'll be done. This time they're giving us the area of the triangle, but the height is missing. So first thing I'd like to do is write the formula. Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. In place of the area, I'm going to put the 261 that's given. In place of the base, I'm going to put the 36 that's given. And we're looking for the height. So now we're going to simplify. Half of 36 is going to give us 18. Divide each side by 18. It looks like the height is going to be 14.5. All right. And let's do one where the perimeter is given. So 29. We're given the perimeter of the rectangle is 25. Perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. We're given that its perimeter is 25. We're given that the length is 8, so 2 times 8. And what we don't know is the width. So I'm just going to simplify a little bit here. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 2w. Now we just got a two-step equation. Subtract 16 from each side. Looks like we're going to have 9, and then divide. Let's do that. Divide each side by 2. It looks like it's going to be about 4.5. Please try the practice problems. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.